Yes, yes, yes. In the building today at the Go Us podcast. One of my favorite players already, my guy, Lazaro. Took a long time to get this interview. I mean, we finally getting it done. It's a late Friday night. Just to let y'all know we're about the grind. We're about making it happen. We was going to schedule for tomorrow, but like you say, we got this 24 hours, so we're going to make it happen today. So we're not going to put anything off that we can't get done today. So now, I want to introduce you without further ado, Mr. Lazaro Valdivia.
Yeah, Valdivia.
Valdivia. See, I
Yeah.
was struggling with the
Yes,
name. He's
sir.
going to help me out with it. Give
Yeah.
the crowd and the people a little bit of background, who you are, where you come from, and let's talk about it.
I'm from Virginia, Harrisonburg, Virginia. Currently I'm a senior in high school, and my name is Lazaro. My last name is Valdivia, and I've been playing basketball for a while. I love it, and pretty much I come from a small city. Harrisonburg is a small city, but we're 5A. That's a big conference. We got 5A, 4A, 3A, but my school is in a big conference. So yeah.
I'll tell you this. I met this young man at the Phenom American camp. He was on my team, the Nuggets, and he was the spark plug. I call him Jose Alvarado 2.0 because he's that second coming. You know, it's very rare as a coach, you get a young man that's willing to play on both sides of the ball and give 100%, right? So you meet these young guys today, everybody's fell in love with the three. And I was telling somebody to be Steph Curry is one of one.
Yeah.
So I like to see guys give more, right? For the simple fact that you're only as good as the position you can guard. And this young man, because I've been going to Phenom America for quite a few years, and I've seen this guy lock up some of the guys that been on the All-Star team, came back, won MVPs, and I see him actually get in a cookie jar, take the ball, make everybody work. So, coaches, I'm telling you right here, if you want a guy to hold down your defense and make everybody accountable because he make himself accountable, kind of like the 90 point guards. I mean, 94 feet, this is his mentality, picking up and guarding and being accountable. He's the reason we went undefeated in those games. And let me ask you this question, because we got to focus on you. Where, at what point in your basketball career did defense become a pride or a thing that you started hanging your hat on? When did that start, or how did it start, or where did you get that mentality from?
My freshman year, my JV coach told me I'm a pretty good defender because like I haven't always been the best player on the team. A lot of players used to beat me and like on the court. So every day my coach said, if you stop them, that's good for you. And then just be proud to play defense, and you can stop the best player on the court anytime. So since then, since my freshman year, I always want to guard the best player.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. And I saw that even in the games we played. Now I had a team. We had about 10 players, and I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of picture of those guys. And he was the anchor of the defense. And what do I mean by that? Is he a few plays, he'll let something happen, and he'll just automatically see what guy's trying to get his job in, trying to do his thing, and he'll pick up that guy instantaneously. I didn't really even have to say nothing to him. He automatically pointed out, oh, this guy here going to try to get his. And most teams, especially at the high school collegiate level, it's about the guards, right? So if you can slow down the guards on most teams or make their day a little difficult or make them feel a little uncomfortable or make them don't look the way they normally look, then that's going to be a different day for that player. And I think you already picked up on that. And that was one of the most impressive things. And then on top of that, he distributed that ball. I'm talking about like a 90s point guard where you have most of the guys today are scoring point guards. They look to score first. He looks to play defense first and get guys involved and then hit shots. But I can tell you this, which one of the most impressive things about you was you also let the guys know that you're playing against, you ain't going nowhere. So you
Yeah.
remember I used to do this clap all the whole game? We ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. And you
Yeah.
just also, you play defense in that way and made it where. So I would make that noise to the point guard. We ain't going nowhere. You would get a steal. So now by me making that clap like that, it was getting in their head, and they would look at me, and then you'll keep putting that pressure on.
Yeah.
So that was impressive, So now you're in your senior year.
Yes, sir.
You also play football. So I guess that adds
Yeah.
to your toughness. Talk a little bit about your football. About your
Yeah.
football, you playing
Um,
football.
I've been playing football for 2 years because like the football coach been recruiting me for my whole high school career. So it was my last year. So I was like, might as well just give it a chance, you know. But yeah,
That's important.
I was playing receiver in DB. Um,
Nice.
yeah, I love football. I love the contact, you know. You know how basketball some days like you can't get all up on them, but in
Yeah, you
football you
can't
can.
mix it up.
Yeah, in football I love tackling, you know, and it feel like and football make me to make like be more tougher going through like the layups, and then if I get bumped, you know, I barely move now because the football experience I have.
I get a lot of people try to get my players to play basketball. Some I let that be a choice that they make. I don't try to influence it. Um, I don't mind them playing, but sometimes some players all depends. Football can be what it could be. So now let's talk about your high school. What high
Yeah.
school you go to, and how your season is going so far this year.
I go to Harrisonburg High School. It's a 5A school, and we have a new head coach. Our old coach, he became a full-time principal. You know, so this new coach came, and our so far our season not been going as well. I planned it, like as I planned it. So far we at 2-9 now. You know, first 10 game was tough. You know, and we got a whole new team. Two of
Yeah,
our
you're building from the ground up. Plus, you got to get used to this new coach, and
yeah new
that's a
coach.
big
You
change
know,
on a lot of young guys, especially in senior year. Matter of fact, I experienced that, and it was not a great experience for me.
and like a new system. You know, and then but it been pretty good, and then it been a roller coaster. You know, some we just got to keep playing together, stick together. You know, just tonight we just have a good game together. One of our best player came back, and then we've been missing him. You know, leading us on our defensive side, and then we have a pretty solid game tonight, and then we won by 66 to like 35, and I
So
feel like
y'all won big tonight. So
yeah
y'all
we kind
trying
of
to buy into a little bit. So which is good, is that you still like kind of at the beginning of the season, getting
yeah
closer to the mid-season. So all you got to do is run off 10 wins, and that
yeah that's
changes
what we
everybody's
trying to
schedule.
do. You know,
Seven, go at first, try to get 3 in a row, then 5 in a row, then
yeah.
7 in a row, 9, 10. And once you get 10 wins, the season has changed around. That season is a whole new season. And then you just got to come in once you get to 500, and then you're
Yeah,
above that, then you're just like anybody else throughout the season. I think it's always a great thing to have a little lapse at the beginning and figure it
yeah.
out, then have a great beginning, and then it all then
And
it
our
all
team is
comes
and
back.
our team is
That's what
really young too, you know. And my coach keep telling me, keep being on me, being like, you got to be a leader in this team. You know, you bring the defense, you bring the spark, you know, you bring the energy, you know. And then I've been trying to just, you know, work with my guys, you know, trust them so they can trust me too, you know, being the
that's
best leader I can be.
that's a beautiful thing. Let me ask you this. Now, Phenom America, how did you hear about it, and what how you found out about it, and what made you go?
My AAU coach, my travel coach, I've been playing with her for before that year, it's my first year, and then she told me if I keep working hard, I can get invited. And I think she invited me to the Phenom camp. And then before I went to the Phenom camp, the whole month I was getting prepared, you know, working out every day, trying to get my shots right. And then when the Phenom came, my mission for real is just do me, play how I play, you know, don't switch up nothing, you know. That's how I got there, you know. So I was just trying to play defense, you know, because I know I'm gonna see taller players, stronger players. I'm just trying to hold my own, you know. So I was
Yeah,
excited going to the first time being at the West Coast too. So I was really excited to go to the West Coast and travel over there and see like how life is over there in the West Coast. You know, met a lot
so
of good people like
that
my
was your first time to the West, huh?
yes coach.
Yes, yes. See, this is my guy right there in the middle, Mr. Lazaro, he's over there. But matter of fact, that's you right there by the big fella.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right, I
yes,
mixed you
coach.
up with the other guy. Yeah. So this is my team, man. It was the Nuggets, man. Those guys brought it. You
Yeah.
know, he was the leader, man. I mean, how did you enjoy that experience? Let's talk about that for a second.
The experience was amazing, great. I met a coach like you know, who pushed me to become the best player I am now. And like my teammates, you know, all around the world, we got players from Germany, I think, coach, right?
That's right. We had a player from Germany, New York,
Yeah, and
Seattle,
then
two from Seattle, one from Wisconsin, you from VA. We had a kid from Honolulu, was from Hawaii.
all
We
around
had
the
a kid,
world.
yeah, many
And I
places,
was
Texas,
and
New York.
it was really exciting, you know, seeing like these group of young men just coming together, and like we didn't know nobody, we didn't even knew each other, you know. I started following them on the gram when at the camp, you know. So when
Nice.
we start playing, and then we start playing crazy defense, and then we all clicked in, and then we like it was
Started
crazy how
moving
we
our ball.
clicked in and we all played together as a team. You know, we didn't practice at all. You know, it would just
Yeah, you
get
played because look, as a coach, I made it simple. I said we're gonna go by three things. I said we're gonna play hard, we're gonna play
yep
smart, and we're gonna play together. And
for sure,
most
coach.
times coaches look to say that to young men, hope that it's a reality, and guys start going individually. You know, start being an
Yeah,
individual. They start going bananas, start doing this and doing that. But what I saw was young men that understand they had to play together in order to look good together. And let me tell you, every team we played, they gave it everything they had. But once we got to that third quarter, that was it.
yeah,
They
yeah,
they they, they pretty much couldn't last because we kept coming, we kept bringing it, and then we also go up by a good 10 points, 15 points. So most of our games we was up by a good margin. I think one or
yeah,
two teams, I think one of the teams gave us a good game was the Knicks. They
yeah,
was pretty hungry. They played real well, but they also had to succumb to a little bit of that pressure, and we got the best of them as well. You know, so I mean, to me, it was a great opportunity to meet
yeah,
young men, you guys, and I told you I would keep in contact with you guys and help your situation. So now I have a few junior colleges that we just been talking to last week, not for you yet, but been getting in contact with me. So now let me ask you this question. Right now, what can you bring to a program or to a school or coach right now you think you could bring to the table as a basketball player?
you know, I feel like I can bring good defense, you know, and then I can come off the bench or start and then bring the spark, you know, and I feel like I'll be a good teammate to wherever I land or what college, whatever I intend, you know.
Yes. So now we talked about you going the junior college route just so
Yes,
you can
coach.
add a little bit of pounds of muscle, 10 pounds of muscle, keep work on your athleticism because we know your bread and butter is the lockdown defense. We
Yeah,
understand what you bring, hit shots, play D, get other guys involved. I'm talking about like a pure point guard, like the version of a point guard that you really don't see anymore. So if any coach out there want their offense to be ran the right way, because a lot of kids don't understand being coachable is being able to take directions from a coach. A lot of guys don't get that. A lot
yeah,
of them think being coachable is just yes, sir, no. Right? When I go to LSU and I sit up there at their camps and I listen to the coach talk about um, getting a return on their investment, that coach is talking about can you uphold your responsibility as we invest this money into you? So that's the same. Like right now, for you guys, y'all guys in the most, I would say, the greatest time alive to be a college basketball player. This is the greatest time in history to be a college basketball player because you're basically going to play college basketball for 6 years with the possibility of getting an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and
and then,
possibly a master's
man,
degree. Like,
yeah,
what's the chances of being done around 26 years old and you got that much done because you know how to play basketball? So now, my advice to you, a lot of these guys like to go back and forth in junior college, right? And leave and keep transferring from one school to one school. Here's the problem with that. You don't know what's transferable.
yeah,
So my advice to you, if we get you to a JC, which I know we're going to do it, that's not going to be a problem. And I know you're going to represent well once you get up there. Because there's many different levels of JCs, right? There's Division
yeah,
One JCs, like we got one out here in Mississippi, different ones. But here's the key: stay there 2 full years and get the master's. I mean, get your associate's degree. Why? Because you got something done, right? Now you
yeah,
know you come out of there, you have at least one degree. Now You make sure you take all those high classes, the classes that's transferable with most schools. All you got to do is check the number on the school, see what most of these Division I schools is looking for, or the next school, NAIA or whatever that is, D2, D3, and make sure you take quality courses. So now, if you had the opportunity to go to a school, what would your major be? What major would you take?
Business, I've been wanting to become a real estate, get in that business field, try to get my life.
I got a degree in business.
Yeah. Try to
I
get
took
my
a degree in business for the simple fact that I knew eventually I'm going to have to turn something into a business anyway, no matter what I learned.
Yeah, and
so I like when guys take business because you could go from many different
angles. You got so
many
that. Options, you got so many options you can do.
Sports business, yes, so many options.
And I want to become a real estate agent too, as well. If that's
you can do that. Real estate agent, you can do that really
anytime.
That don't take much, but you can pick that like a certification, so you could do that. So let me ask you this: I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I was like looking forward to majoring in business and then getting my real estate license while in college. Get that done. When I get out of college, I get my business degree, and then I have my real estate license, so I'll be prepared.
Yes. And a good book to read on that is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. A lot of people know about that book.
Right.
But that'd be a great book for you to just start to get a little bit of fundamentals on how to look at real estate as an option for yourself. So let me ask you this. If you had your wildest dreams and you had to pick 5 universities that you could play for, let's go from your top university from 1 to 5. What schools would it be?
I feel like my hometown, JMU, James Madison.
Wow.
UNC, like that, and Duke too.
Okay. So
San Francisco, San Francisco Domes. I don't know if you heard about them.
I think I've heard of that school.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Now, who else? Number 5? Now, what number are we up to? James Madison. Who's number 2?
UNC.
North Carolina.
And Duke, and San Francisco Dome. And my last one, Florida State. I'll pick Florida State. Okay.
Yeah. So now, why these schools? James Madison. Have you been to some of their games?
Yeah, I've been to some of their games, and it's just like the experience is so cool. Being a D1 athlete, how much you got to put the work in, and then so much. Even at school, you got to put the work in on the court and off the court too. I learned that a lot, being a D1 athlete, and I just look up to that school a lot because it's my hometown, and I just trying to put something for my hometown, my name out there for my hometown.
Let me tell you something. James Madison might be very possible after junior college.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying to you? Like, the reason I say that is because you just have to petition coaches and find out who's the coach and let them know this is a hometown kid that always wanted to play there. And I think guys that like you know where they want to go and pick schools like that, it just says a lot about your character. And that way, that's something we'll work on, man. Get those 2 years of junior college and see what's possible at that time, who's coaching. We'll reach out, man, and see what kind of relationships that we have out there. We would definitely do that. Definitely would do that. So now, Phenom America one more time. You made the all-star team?
Yeah, I made the all-star team. That was really exciting too, I didn't expect it, Hey, you work hard, you play hard. Some stuff would just come to you,
Right, and that's the truth. That's a true statement, because I was supposed to have been a coach of the all-star team.
Yeah,
but I had to leave because I had to go. So I don't know where you're at in this picture. You're somewhere over there, huh?
Yeah, I'm right in the middle. Yeah,
right there in the front. Let me move up right there.
Yeah,
that's my guy right there in the middle, holding his knee right next to the big fella again. That's you right there, right?
Yeah, yes, coach.
So you know what's so funny about the Phenom America? Because you're supposed to vote your team, and they came to me and said, "Yo, you voted your whole team." I said, "Of course. Who I supposed to pick?" Everybody was an all-star. Everybody gave 100%. Everybody played hard in every single game. So they thought, man, and that's why I agree. Our team had drew like a little bit of a crowd when we started playing. You notice that? A lot of
And
people
then
want to see like who's
especially
going to
when we
beat us.
played the Knicks, everybody was talking about it. The whole gym was talking about it because we was both undefeated. I remember that. That was really exciting too.
But you know, the Knicks coach was so exciting and great coach, the one with the
Yeah.
glasses. Remember he walked
Yeah.
up on us first?
Yeah.
So they played their heart out, man. That was very
Yeah.
exciting, game. So I'll be going out there again. I got a few camps and a few places I'll be doing. So now let's talk about this Gulf South Unlimited camp that you're gonna come out to. And this camp is totally different than most camps because this camp is my camp. And this camp, you're going to get the opportunity to play with guys that signed already, Gulf South Unlimited, guys that signed already, unsigned guys. A lot of hungry guys are going to come in the gym. So let me tell you something. Out of my camp last year in May, we got 10 guys signed. Really ended up being 12 guys signed because we got 12 guys signed from my camp. And let me tell you what's so funny about that was we was competing against the NCAA because it was NCAA certified event. But as you know, at that time, everybody was running around going to like what they would say the circuit, going to circuit, this and that. And I'm saying to myself, no, those coaches, you got to have relationships because coaches is going to get lost. They're not going to walk in the gym when you say 50 teams and pick one guy. And, I just think that that's almost impossible. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure, coach.
It's like, so that's why my event is an individual event so that if you have game, you didn't have the best season, you can show it against guys that can really play. You feel what I'm saying? So we almost have the most we ever had is like 50 kids at the camp. Because I think when you get more than 60, it gets a little out of hand as far as what the talent really is, right? So we make sure we take care of our seniors. We make sure we reach out and to the coaches because we have a few coaches in the gym from my local area. All the coaches are going to send a representative to see what's there. Because, a lot of them, I help them with a lot of the schools, so on and so forth. The Pelicans also is connected to what we do. So New Orleans is a great place to come look, come see, have a great time and see some things. That'd be your first time coming to New Orleans?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to eat a lot of seafood.
And you already paid. He already took care of all his business, man. He already in. He's already in. So I'm going to have an all-star team in this one this time. This will be my first time. I'm going to put together an all-star team. I know it's going to be tough.
Wow.
I might have to have – it's definitely going to have to be 2 teams of 12 for sure.
I'm excited.
Guys, because, it's going to be 20. It's going to be – so that's going to be very exciting to put that together as well, So now, knowing you're going into your senior year, knowing that you may go junior college would probably be the best route to take to develop everything that you need to do. Are you opposed to going to like California? How do you feel about traveling? What's your take on that?
For me, it don't matter. The best opportunity, I will go and then give it all I got, I've been working so hard for my whole life, and this is what I dream of, every day in the gym, hours in, hours out. Every day I was dreaming about this, and then I'm really excited. My hard work, dude, it is paying off, coach.
Yes, I know it is. I could tell by your attitude, your effort. Because like I tell people, we don't even have to know who you are, but like coaches don't need to know your name. But the first thing they're going to recognize is your attitude and your effort. Do you have the right attitude, which means being competitive? Right attitude is being competitive, being respectful on and off the court. Because see, your attitude affects the outcome. What do you think I mean when I say that? The attitude affects your outcome. What do you think I mean when I say that?
The way you like talk to people, maybe that affect the outcome. And like if you have a bad attitude, a coach don't know how to coach.
It's gonna change things, right?
Yeah.
You could come in the building with the wrong attitude. Now, it could have been an easy, cool atmosphere. Now it could change it to something totally different because the way you approached it. And that's why I say attitude and effort are the 2 things you can control. So if a coach say we starting off with 25 laps and your first attitude is like 25 laps, what? That's already the wrong attitude.
Yeah.
Right? And if you don't have the effort, like, yo, let's get it. 25 laps, let's do it. And now your effort is high. So coaches are like, okay, good. This is the type of guy we're looking for. Because why? Let me tell you something. A lot of players don't know that you can make yourself more a candidate for the bench just by having the wrong attitude and the wrong effort,
Yeah.
right? I'm just letting you know. And one of the hardest things to do when you're playing this sport is making the adjustments that's necessary to continue to be successful. What you think? What you think I mean when I say that? Making the adjustments necessary to continue to be successful. What do that sound like?
I feel like if you keep doing something wrong, on the court and off the court, try to fix it, so you can improve from it and
Like in so
become a
many words, do you have a mentality that can create some optimism in your own mind? That's what I really mean. Like in so many words, can you get in a situation and make an adjustment and see it in a positive way and continue? You understand? I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the special people, right? When they look at a bad situation and they see the silver lining, they look at a situation and say, okay, this guy's getting me at a disadvantage. What adjustments can I make to continue being successful?
Yeah,
Right?
how can I fix it? Yeah.
Yeah, how can I figure out? Because to me, I tell people, I never allow somebody to solve my problems for me because I'll be losing out on the opportunity to be smarter. Right? So what do I mean by that? I want to solve my problems on the court. I want to solve all of those things because why? It's going to make me smarter. And now that makes me a little more reliable in what I'm capable of. You see what I'm saying to you? And I
Yes.
think those type of lessons are paramount with any man, number one, or any growth and development. Being able to figure out your way out of a tough situation by doing something that's smart. I
Means
think
a
that's
lot. Yeah.
yeah,
It
yeah.
do
I
means a
think
lot.
that's very important. I think that's very important. So let me ask you this: what are some of your goals um in the next 5 years? Where you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
I want to go
Let's
to
say
college.
6 years, because you'll be starting your college career. Let's say in the
Yeah.
next 6 years.
I want to be in college, having good grades, keep my GPA up, make my grandma proud, because that was what her dream too. Me going to college, playing college sport, and watch like she gonna watch me play college sport too. So I'm really still working hard. Every time I in the gym having a bad day, I just think about her. She wants me to see me in the next level. You know,
I'm
play in
so happy
college
for you.
and just help my grandparents out. You know, that's another goal I have, and I've been just working hard every day, to accomplish that goal for my grandparents.
So let me ask you this: you talk about your grandparents. What about your parents?
Oh, I got my mom too, like, but she haven't been in my life like that. But my grandma, my grandpa been there a
They've
lot.
been there for your whole life.
Yeah, my whole life. My been came to my basketball tournaments, everything. My high school
Right.
games. They
No,
always
but
been
see,
there.
to me, that's important because I can hear the love, I can hear the purpose. See, now I see when you get on the court, you play with us with a purpose,
Yeah,
and I see that in the determination and there's a unity. You're a very mature young man. I think you're very impressive. To be honest with you, that's why I'm glad. I'm so happy we was actually able to get this interview, and
yeah,
so we can because we will send the video out, and as we continue to build your bio, if you will, of some of the things you do, and you'll get to play against some of these signed guys at the Gulf South Unlimited Camp. Let me tilt to the side so you can see that. Right?
yeah.
Boom. So it's going to be interesting, man. And do you have any questions for me, Mr. Lazaro?
Um,
Any
I'm
questions?
excited for I'm excited for the camp. I'm ready to play any player who comes my way. I want to play the best player. I want to shut him down. That's my mindset for this camp and every camp I go to and attend. But
That's
yeah,
it. And be coachable and be sport.
yeah,
And sportsman is what I like about you too. It's always done in fun. You never take it too personal. I think that's another big part of it because some guys when they can't be used to pressure, they feel a certain way. But it seems like
yeah,
you just keep it clean, you keep it fun. And I mean, you're such a good player, man. I mean, I'm so excited that I came to Phenom and actually had the opportunity to meet you guys. Trust me, coming out and working with those guys is excellent. But I think meeting the right kind of young men and those young guys, doing what they have to do and they caring enough about working hard, playing hard, and all those things like that. I think that's what this is all about. Meeting the right people, doing the right thing, and helping young men in situations. And I like to call it placing the placeless, right? And helping the ones that didn't have an answer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into the sports for. I'm only in it because of that. Because I know I didn't have people there for me when in my career when we were playing and all of those things. So I understand when these young men don't have basketball, it is a very tough life without basketball.
You're right,
So
coach.
I want you guys to have a career as long as you can have it, as long as you can enjoy it. And I believe what I see in your future is you playing overseas.
Yeah, that's the
I see that. I see you
yeah.
playing in one of the Latin countries, man. I see that happening. So I think you're going to offer a lot with basketball. We're coming to the end of the interview. I want to thank you again, Mr. Lazaro, for the opportunity to talk to you. We will be taking care of business in April, right? So
Yeah.
if anything that you want to say to the college coaches and what you want them to really know about you, any last parting words, and let them know what you bring to the table and what you will be committed to do once you get there.
I feel like I'm ready to play in the next level, you know. It don't matter where. I just want a big opportunity given to me, and I'm always accept it and work hard every day at practice, you know. So yeah.
I know you, and I can tell this kid is he's living every single word that's coming out of his mouth. I know he's going to live up to everything. He's a coach's dream to me. This kid, if I had a university right now, he'll be already signed. I say it like that. I'm telling you, coaches, if I had a university, junior college, any coach to get this young man, they're going to really be happy to have a guy like this in their backcourt.
And thank you for giving me this opportunity too, as well, coach. You know,
Definitely, we got a
really
lot of
excited.
things we got to put together, man.
Yeah,
And I appreciate you so much. Thank you so, Mr. Lazaro. One more time with the last name, Val
Valdivia.
Valdivia.
Yeah, you got it,
Lazaro
coach.
Valdivia.
Yeah, Lazaro
That's close.
Valdivia. Yeah,
One more time.
Lazaro Valdivia.
Lazario.
The Lazaro Valdivia.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Laz.
yeah, Laz. Yeah, that's my nickname though. Laz.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's my nickname.
LV. I
Yeah.
appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the interview. And we probably do a part two, man. And
All right. I'm excited. Anytime,
yeah, the
coach.
season end, and you're gonna talk about how he felt at the camp and all of the things and the talent and the people that's gonna be there, man. So I want
All
to
right.
say end it like this: go me, go you, go us. I got to put that. Also, got just thank you for coming to the Go Us podcast, and it was so important to us, man. And I'm so happy we got it. I got to get the rest of the guys. It's probably about another 7 guys we got to do the interview. I think we got
Yeah.
about 3 now. So it's on, man. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night. Have a great rest of the season. I will
You
be
too.
talking to
Thank
you
you.
soon, and we'll be sending you out some things, man, and let you know. So it's gonna happen for you. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, coach. Have a great night.
Have a great night. One love. Easy.